Hello everyone. So in this video, let us learn how to simply add a watcher to an issue. Now, I think if I remember correctly, I need to double check. I think I have mentioned this or I have made a video on this topic before, but it has been a while and there are a few things that I want to talk about as well, because when you want to do something in Jira using ScriptRunner these days, you have this API from ScriptRunner, which is called as Happy, HAPI. So you can also use that. I normally don't use it. I prefer doing things the old way using Jira Java APIs, but I'll show you. I'll show you how we can basically add or remove a watcher. Now this is something that I often do because it's a very common requirement where people want to get notified, where people want to ensure that they are part of like those notifications that they are supposed to get. But of course, watcher is something that you need to manage. Like you need to go to an issue and then you need to add people to your watcher list. So for example, if you have, let us say, this story demo 24, right? Now, of course, in this story, you have a reporter, you have an assignee, and based on the permission, you can, of course, send notifications to people. And watcher is, of course, if you're new to Jira, if you don't know how it works, watcher is basically a way to notify people. And it's a great feature in Jira because you may not be the assignee, you may not be the reporter, but you just want to know what is happening in this issue. So for example, in this particular story, I am, because my user is admin, I am the admin, and I mean my username is admin, and I'm added as a watcher. But let us remove it, right? And you can also have more users in your Jira instance. Let me just add one more user so that I can show you how multiple watchers or more than one watcher can be added. So we already have user called admin2. So let us use that. So to add a new watcher, what we need to do is we need to use watcher manager, which is of course something that you can get from good old component accessor. So we'll write a script, and in this case I will be using the script which is on my server, basically on this directory called resources, because I use IntelliJ and I have made videos on this topic. So let us use this script called as post function _ add watcher. Now the script is actually very simple, and I will write it here so that we can, and by the way, you can also do the same thing. So we first need to import few things, like we need to import component accessor, and we need to import issue manager and watcher manager. And what we can do is we can simply type in here component accessor, and that's the good thing about IntelliJ. It will do things very quickly for you. So we need component accessor, and we need it for a few things. So we need component accessor to first fetch the user, and using component accessor you can do something called as .user manager, and then within user manager you have something like get user by name, I believe. I think this will work, and we basically need get user by name so that we can fetch the application user. So let us say the user that we have is admin or admin2, right? So basically what this will give you, the application user. So you can do something like application user and watcher user, right? So this is your this watcher user will basically be your user that you want to now add to that particular issue. Now we also need to fetch the issue, right? So for that, of course, we need the issue manager, I believe. So let us do component accessor dot issue manager, right? And let us do get issue manager, so it looks nice. All right, so get issue manager, and this will of course give you we can use a variable called as im or whatever, issue manager, and using issue manager you can of course fetch the issue object. So the issue object, and by the way, if you're doing it using post function or a listener, then of course you don't need the issue object because you get the issue object. So we now need issue manager dot get issue object, and we basically can pass in here the issue, which is demo 24, right? So nothing too complicated, simple, right? And what we need to do now is we need to use, or maybe we can just store it in an issue. So we can, of course, use this issue later on. But for the timing, we need a watcher manager. So let us do watcher manager is equal to component accessor dot get watcher manager, right? So we now have watcher manager, and using watcher manager, what you need to do is you just need to use watcher manager dot. There is a method called as start watching, and this will this will take two parameters. The first parameter is application user, which we have, which is the watch user, and the second parameter is the issue object, which is here. So basically, so if you look, let us do it again. So start watching, and by the way, good thing about IntelliJ is that you get basically these autocomplete. Basically, my IntelliJ is talking to Jira Java APIs directly, and it is wonderful. So we need issue, and issue is here. So you can say something like issue is equal to. Can we do okay? All right. So let us see if it works. So we need the user, which is watcher user, and then we need the issue, and that is it. So if you now run this, let us go to the, so this is the demo. So this is the demo of 24 story, and I will run this, and let us see what happens. It will give you the issue back, and if you know, so right now there is no watcher, and if you now refresh, you of course have admin2 added. You can of course add one more user. Let's say you want to do admin. So you can run this script again, and let us now refresh, and now we have admin, right? Now we can also remove admin2 or basically any user. So for that, there is another method called as watcher manager dot stop watching, and then of course you need to use watcher user and then issue, right? So it's very simple, and I'll just now comment that line. So we are going to remove admin, or let us remove admin2, right? So we have to now run this and refresh, and oh, it didn't work. So admin2 is still here. Let us see what went wrong. So we are basically, we are doing start watching, not stop watching. So we have to do stop watching. All right. So if you go back and run this and refresh, so we have now admin. So the good thing about this script is that of course it's in console that I'm running, but if you're doing it using listener or maybe a post function, then you don't really need to worry about all these things, right? Basically this is taken care of by you. I mean, not this one, but you don't need the issue object. So I'm talking about this issue object. Now, if you're using happy, I don't know how to say it. I'll probably check with ScriptRunner guys. But what you can also do is you can do something like, so if I copy the whole script here, let me just copy this script. Come on. I use IntelliJ shortcuts, so it is sometimes not perfect in IntelliJ. So I use Emacs shortcuts in IntelliJ. Weird, right? So let us go to console and let us do something different. Now it's using happy, but I don't use it. So what you can also do is, if you're using happy, you can only do, or you can just do this. you can say issue dot add voucher. Yes, I think we have this add voucher, and I don't think this add voucher is in Jira Java API. I think it's definitely happy. So you can do something like voucher user, and that is it. So basically what we are doing is we are doing the same thing but without using voucher manager, and this will work. Let us see if we want to add admin back. I think we can run this, and we can go back, and admin is back. So simple thing, right? But these small things are useful if you are trying to, do wonderful automations in Jira. And of course, on my channel, I try to share these very small, useful code snippets, and of course, how you can approach these problems. Good thing about, as I mentioned before, I prefer using just Jira Java API, so that you have a Groovy script that you can run anywhere. Of course, you would be using most likely ScriptRunner, but you're not bound by ScriptRunner. There are other apps like, for example, if you're using Better Excel, it has been a while, but you can also use Groovy scripts in that. But yeah, most likely you'll be using ScriptRunner, so don't worry. So yeah, this is how you will manage vouchers, and that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.